But yeah, I've always wanted to be going and playing this at some point with a rogue commoner dwarf, so that we can also see, or I can see the dwarf path, so hopefully you guys will be enjoying this.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
Yes, and that is going to be painting our character quite a lot. We do what we must to survive.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. I don't want to do this in front of my sister.
Why not? She knows the slope of the land, don't you, girl?
So, he's right, whatever it takes to get out of the cesspool. I kind of still feel that we are protective of our sisters, so we could be probably doing this. But on the other hand, we do need to be surviving, so... And this guy is the guy we are working for. So... But I'm not gonna be doing this. I think we are just gonna say, don't worry, she'll find a man, or she'll answer to me. Better that she'll answer to me, but on the other hand, she'll answer to me is a little bit meaner when we are a little bit more protective of our sister, exactly. So maybe, I guess in this situation still this is the correct one. Didn't I tell you not to talk that way to my sister?
You told me a lot of things, not one of which meant more than a fart in the middens. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold cap teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's got to do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
I'm not. I don't like seeing him treating you this way, but there isn't really much that we can do about it. So I guess just he's right, whatever it takes to get out of this cesspool, considering these options don't really fit.
Listen to the kid. She knows the deal you made. She keeps her head down and does whatever jobs I don't want to dirty my fists with. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brats. Then you both go free. And I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life.
Yes, yes. We've kept our part of the deal.
Well, unless I start seeing results, we're going to renegotiate. I'm giving
It's
you
gonna be
another
possible.
week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
Well, that is good news. So, get off her back, and then, because she seems to be having found even someone, and tell me my job for today instead.
Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even
Right.
think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
Yes, yes, of course you do.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Don't you worry about it. You really don't have to hide anything from me, Rika.
I've always tried, though. At least I've kept you from buying your future with what's between your legs. I should have told you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrowmont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient.
Well, but you did find someone, right? Isn't it work I do for Barrett enough? I just wish we didn't have to kiss up to that cave tick. That's a good name. Well, yeah, I wish we didn't have to kiss up to that cave tick.
You know the other options. Cleaning middens, begging, going to the surface.
Yeah.
No. Unless you find a way to save us all from Darkspawn and become a paragon. We're pretty much on Barat's leash for life.
That's quite true. Let's see, what's the correct one? Someone like me could never actually be a paragon. We are castless after all.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Would it not?
Garrelon the Blood Risen was born castless, you know, before he went to the surface. And he came back and won the throne. Many paragons have humble origins. All that matters is that the Assembly recognizes their achievements. And once they get that vote, they found their own house, and are as noble as if the ancestors themselves had made it so.
Well, maybe. But I don't think that there's any point in going and trying to dream in on that, so keep dreaming, Rika. That ain't going to happen.
Until I'm dead, little sister. But until then, we can only serve as Barat demands. And he won't like it if either of us is late.
Yes, so I gotta also be going. It's not fair that the birds does get to push around, but not like we can help it, but I guess I shall say it still.
Money gives him power. He's got family on the surface, which means he can smuggle up lyrium and smithcrafts, and bring down silks, wines, and furs. And he played it smart. When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the castless he shook down for protection, so the guardsmen didn't care.
Yeah. So why does Barrett care about hustling you to some noble? I guess we are gonna ask this even though I think we know it, but just for us, I guess.
As far as the nobles are concerned, he still stinks of Dust Town. He's got money now, but you can't buy caste, you know? No noblewoman would risk a dalliance with him. His only chance to join a noble family is to claim kinship with a concubine who bears a noble's son. And that's what he wants more than anything. Don't you? Imagine what it would be like not to have people look at us like we're sewer sludge. To think our lives are worth something.
Yeah, you do have a point there. Yet you tell me I can become a paragon when you talk like that.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing, but that was kind of fitting.
And are as noble as if the ancestors themselves.
Yeah, keep dreaming, Rika.
But until then, we can only serve as Barat demands.
But yeah, I understand.
And he won't like it if either of us is late.
You're right. I gotta go as well then.
Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
I shall see you later. Tutorial, the tactical view, yes. From the variety of tactical viewpoints, use the mouse grill to view, and yes, you can issue characters. I don't really need or that all, to be honest. Well, let's have a look what we have here. Been a while since I played though, so I'm trying to say that you actually would be opening it. Right click to loot, but you're not looting it, my good sir. Aye, doesn't even go, getting all sort of other stuff into here, which I'm not sure if I should be having here, but apparently, because having at the Ultimate Edition. Yes. And we can be equipping some things. Well, I'll have to have a look into some of this. Let's at least put that down here. I'm not sure if I want to be keeping those around exactly here. Let's at least have the stealth quite close up into here, I think. Let's see. Yes, I understand. It's there. I know. Items, place them. I already did it. See, I did it already. Ay, not understanding. I already know this stuff. Well, I'm not sure if I want to be using some of this, but I guess at some point. But I don't think we want to be starting with using some of these sort of items, in all honesty. So let's not do that. It kind of feels a little bit like it would be a little bit unfair, even to be immediately starting to use something like that. Yeah, okay. Getting used to the camera again. I mostly will be playing like this, I think. I just kind of like this view more. It's more Baldur's Gate reminiscent and all.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl.
Yes, of course, Leske, of course. Just tell me what we're doing. I want to get this over with.
And people wonder where that grumpy old dwarf image comes from. But fine. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him.
No.
Name's Oskias. Some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back.
Right, alrighty. Is that all?
Well, if he is skimming, we kill him, of course. I mean, Barat doesn't let anyone swindle him and live. Bringing his head on a plate is completely optional, though.
Completely optional, at least. So what sort of goods are we trying to find?
You know, gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Barat might cut someone's head off to get.
Yeah, of course. Any idea where Oskias is?
All he told me is find him. Duster's got some family from the merchant caste. He's probably staying near their quarters.
Near merchant quarters, alrighty. Well, I don't really, it doesn't matter if I think so or not. Okay, fine, but let's at least find out what he's done.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
Yep, true enough. Good camera view at the start, immediately on top there. Okay, let's see. What do we exactly want to be doing? Controlling party members, yes, I know. I don't know. Can I actually say that no tutorial hints? So shimmer, so damage. No tutorials, okay, thank you. I know the game well enough nonetheless. No need to do that, even though it's been a while since I've played, but still, no need to do that at the very least. No need. Okay, so. Your house is, of course, in that way. I guess I could have a look through here quickly before heading, even though I doubt there was anything in here. And no, there's not really anything there. So let's just start going and moving. Here in the dust down. Of course, here in the dust down, we at least ain't going to find anyone else in that guy. So we should be heading into the top.
Spare Silver. My boy needs medicine. The docs say he won't wake without it.
Do I have any money to spare?
Don't look at me like that.
Yeah.
I was beautiful once. I was beautiful.
Yeah, maybe some future day. Yes, let's gather our party and venture forward. Like in Baldur's Gate. Gather your party and venture forward. You must, indeed. And yes, that's already done. Like it's starting to be telling me tutorial hints. But no need for them. No need for such things. City of Orzammar Codex as well. We're gonna be reading some of those codexes in the future, yes.
What are you doing
Have
here,
you heard?
Brand?
King's got a team who found traces of Bronca in the deep roads.
Oh?
Did you talk to
Found
us?
the body, did
No,
they?
tools.
Cashless breed like
Signs of
rats.
camp, things like that.
Yes, yes, of course.
She's been gone too
Gosh. Was this one of the guys that we needed to
Good day
find?
there, sweetness. You looking to make a quick bit? You could be just what I'm after.
Uh-huh. So, what kind of a quick bit? Are you asking for what I think you are?
That depends what you're thinking, but you got some good fortune that it doesn't look like you're making full use of. You look like you've still got all your teeth.
nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say?
2 teeth for 1 silver. No. I wouldn't consider less than 2 silver. Yeah, I'm not going to justify that with a response. Maybe we are in a very desperate situation. We will have to be considering such a thing as selling our teeth, but not now.
Suit yourself. Plenty of brands are willing.
Yes, I'm sure they are. Not gonna just do that though. Olinda.
Lesky, you old scamp. What are you doing here? Trying to charm me out of another set of ribbons for your girl?
Trying to talk you into being my girl, Olinda. You know my heart's breaking for you.
Don't you go saying that around my husband. Who's your friend?
Oh, no, I can't believe Leska never told you about his best friend.
Hey, when I'm with a lady, the last thing I'm thinking about is you.
Well, look around, sweetheart. I'll slide you on the markup, being that you're friends. But I can't give anything away for free.
That's alright, I'll have a take a look.
Just don't touch anything if you can't meet the price.
Alright, I won't. Probably can't really, cause there's nothing really in here that is cheap enough. But hey, at least we can have a look. We could be selling a lot of stuff with ridiculously expensive prices, which is kind of annoying. At least I can justify going and selling them. I wonder if I would have been able to somehow say that I don't want to be even having these in. They are a little bit too good rings to be just using immediately, I would say. A little bit too good. Increase monetary gains and everything. Well, I guess they're just gonna be staying in my inventory for now. I can sell a dagger, I guess. That's something. And I guess I could be selling something like those if I really wanted to. But not yet. Not yet.
Prices on all arms and armor, like they were crafted by the Paragon Smith-Bronca herself.
Yep, we're around here like we own the place.
Do you mind? I have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one else will come.
Yeah, I'm okay doing that. I guess I will be asking about this considering he has a cashless face brand. That's why I was thinking also that I should have a tattoo. You're a merchant, why do you wear a cashless face brand?
Same as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm cashless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day.
Yes, well, not that there's a lot of choice for me. You have another suggestion?
If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry. Orzammar is the only place in the world that will treat you like this. Yet you all stay. I'll never understand it.
Orzammar is a home, though. They say the service tours lose touch with the stone. Yeah.
And what has the stone done for you? At least on the surface, you won't be rejected by your fellow dwarves. It always seems sad to me that our homeland is the one place in this world where you're likely to be killed by a fellow dwarf. Now, unless you're gonna buy something, I need to unload and get home before the rain sets in. That's water from the sky, by the way.
Alright. Well, can I just have a quick look, even though I can't afford anything?
Fine. But try to steal anything and I'm calling the guards.
Fine. I won't be starting to steal with you, from you. Yeah, you don't have anything that I could think of wanting anyways. Which I didn't really assume that you did, but... It's just was wondering.
To your dirt pile, scum.
Yeah. I got a business to do here,
I
though.
assume this pile of worthless junk belongs to you? You realize it's in the way and that the patrols will not be able to come through? Move it, or I shall have it thrown out in the deep roads, and you with it.
I'm so sorry, my lord, but they told me to move my goods over here. I couldn't even set up shop in my usual place.
Nonsense.
It's true. They said that the servants needed to polish the floors on that side of the commons in preparation for the new commander's first commission.
Yes. The new Idukan Commander's Feast is tomorrow, isn't it? I suppose it can't be helped then.
Well, nothing that we can tell there exactly. We would have to look where
Very
exactly
well.
we need
You
to
may
go.
leave your goods here for now, merchant. But move them out of the way as soon as you can.
So yeah, we have this keeping the goods here for the moment.
I'm watching you, Brand. Keep your hands off my goods.
Yeah, we are just branded. That's all we are. That's all we are. So, is there any house here that we can go into? Baron's shop. Wasn't that the place we were supposed to
Barat
go?
won't want to see us without proof that surfacer's dead.
Oh, yeah, okay. That was Baron's shop. Not exactly that one's
Watch
shop.
yourself. The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes.
Yeah. I didn't touch anything, though.
We'll stand further back. I'm not gonna risk my position by having someone see you near his robes. After my mother took 5 years of her personal time sewing fine dresses for the head maid at the Shaperate, Mother tells me they never considered a single other candidate when the position opened for underwasher.
Fine. Is working for the Shaper that prestigious? Really? Prestigious?
It's barely under the king himself. They control Orzammar's memories. They oversee births, marriages, death records, histories, everything we do or are. Except you, I guess. Casteless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence.
Yes, what a surprise. Why not? Well, we know why not.
As if I'd stop for you.
Yeah, well, you did though. Your own fault, but yeah, we are a castless. As unfortunate as it is, but that is our fate in this society. Sit in here, mayhap, in the tavern. Let's try to at least check it out. If we find them in the tavern.
Ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round for the house.
Do you happen to know where?
No castless.
Just tell me if you got a customer in Oskias.
Why would I tell you anything?
Take a close look before you finish that sentence. Are you sure you want to make us insist?
Oh, I didn't realize who sent you. He's here all right. Oskias. Right over there. Been nursing that same mug half the day. Paid up front, though. Good silver. What's he done?
Made Barrett unhappy. Bad idea for him.
I'll say. You do what you have to. Just try and keep it neat. I'm still paying for this space.
We shall do so. Oskias, there he is. Oskias. You go on to the other side and then... I kind of hate it when they start to be moving when I don't wanna. Let's just...
I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oskias. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
Let's see. Mutual friend. Empty your bags. Did you think? Let's just say we got a mutual friend.
Oh no, you're not from Barat, are you? Because that would be too much. I don't think I could handle.
If you did nothing wrong though, you've got nothing to fear, right?
I just want to make sure nobody, does anything too hasty.
Of course not. This is just a friendly inspection.
Making sure you didn't accidentally pocket any processed lyrium, you know.
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Do you? Kill you and plant the evidence later. That's not necessary. So... Save your excuses, Leske. Search his bags.
My pleasure.
Wait, I do have some lyrium. It's just ore. I made a side deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was gonna bring Barat his cut, I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
Yes. Who have you been selling to?
Surfacers pay good coin for lyrium. Mages up there, they use it for their spells. Smiths use it in enchanted weapons. I just took the money and ran. I mean, back to Barat to share the profits.
I don't think that you're quite telling the truth. Give me one good reason not to kill you.
I've got a lot of lyrium. Maybe we could work something out. Share and share alike. I don't got any coin myself. I make that topside, but you can take the ore, sell it, maybe get enough to get out of this nest. What do you say?
I don't think that it's a very good idea. Yeah, we could do something like this if we had... well, I guess we might still succeed with it, but we don't really have the strength. Yeah, the problem is that if we are going to accept just something like that ore and try to be selling it, so we help you, Barrett's after us next. Hold him still, Lesk.
With pleasure. Could everyone who isn't about to die please turn around for a moment? This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that?
You shouldn't have tried to buy me with them.
No!
Okay, so let's go and do first of all dirty fighting. So we're gonna stop him, and I think you were also a thief, yes. So we're both thieves, so you can do backstabbing while I'm in the front. That's totally fine and dandy. Will be meaning a little bit of a hit points losing, but yeah, it's going to be a big problem if we would be going and accepting that. So we kind of had to do this. I would say it's his own fault for trying to be going and just, yeah, trying to hide something.
Back to Barat before he starts wondering what we've been doing.
Yeah, sure thing. It was right here, right? Yes, I think so. Right here.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius?
Do we want to try to keep something? That's the question. On the other hand, that could be something that we could be trying to go on and do, in a sense, because then we could be able to maybe get some better life for ourselves. But it's just extremely risky, and when we are castless, no one cares about us anyways, so we could just die. So I don't think that's a risk we should be taking. Instead, here's the lyrium. Give 2 nuggets.
Excellent. I'll send someone out to handle the cleanup. Not you, though. I have another job in mind for you.
Okay, what kind of a job? I would love to say that, but let me guess, I don't really have a choice.
You're catching on. The warrior cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing.
Yes.
They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing.
Do you now? Why would the Grey Wardens be here? It's a good question, but not something we're gonna ask immediately. So are you taking bets on the fighters?
There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Evaird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand?
I do. So, where is that proving?
It'll be in the big arena north of the Commons. Normally castless aren't allowed on the grounds, but I got you a pass.
Okay.
It says you're there to clean up the waste trenches, not to watch the fights, so don't look conspicuous.
We'll make sure not to look conspicuous. So how do I find Everard?
You'll be in the fighters' quarters under the stands.
Okay. So does Everard know you're doing this?
He's the kind of warrior who wants to show off his oiled physique to a cheering crowd. You think he wants scum like us making money on him? Don't let him know what you're doing. Just find his chamber, see when he's fighting, then go to Minar and dump the drug.
Alrighty. So what is this drug?
I'm not asking you to distill it, just drop it into a basin. That's all you need to know.
Okay, understood. So how am I supposed to exactly get to the Minar's water though?
He should have an alcove for his pre-fight preparations. All the fighters are provided basins of water. If you're asking how to sneak in there, you're pretty much saying you're no good to me.
I know how to sneak. No need to worry about that. I know how to sneak. But I've never been in that area after all, so just asking where he exactly is and everything. You do understand this. So, how am I exactly supposed to help Everard win then?
The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Everard, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight.
Okay, understood. Alright, we'll go right now then.
You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Everard's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
Understood. Understood. So yay. That's sort of a task that we're gonna be having to handle. Lovely. Just gonna be needing to go and arrange a situation where exactly the Marnar guy will not be winning and Everard will be the one victorious so that he can get some money. So good. Really lovely. To be continued with Kid Arusha next time in Dragon Age.